Hi, I'm Byron Moore, and I'm here at the Moore Law Firm in Wenatchee, Washington. And today's topic is irrevocable trusts, or if you like to be fancy, irrevocable trusts. So for an irrevocable trust, it's kind of in the name. Once you've made a gift to the irrevocable trust, that's where that gift is going to stay for whoever you've designated as the beneficiary. There are a variety of great irrevocable trusts that can be set up during your lifetime or at your passing. If you're married before your other spouse passes, you can set up an irrevocable trust that can also be in place. So there's a variety of different times and places that these trusts can be set up and come into play. Now, there's a variety of different irrevocable trusts. There are way too many for me to list even in hours of video, let alone explain, because they're very complex, but they're also very effective if used properly in the right set of situations. So some of the more common ones that I see is irrevocable life insurance trusts. They're commonly referred to as ILITs, because Irrevocable Life Insurance Trust, ILIT, and that is where you can place your life insurance, especially if a larger policy, $500,000 or more. You're probably going to want to have it in an ILIT because that allows it to not be counted towards your estate total. Now here in Washington State, for an individual, if you have 2.12 or 2.012 million in assets or more, you're going to be running into the estate tax. And a way to avoid that is if you're right on the line, say you have $2 million in assets and you have a $500,000 life insurance policy, you want to put that life insurance policy in an ILIT so it doesn't count against your total. So that'd be one example of where an irrevocable trust could save you several $100,000 in tax dollars. Another example would be a standard bypass trust. So after you have a married couple at the first death, say you have 4.2 million in assets, or let's just make it 4 million even, which means there is estate taxes due because you have more than a total $2 million estate. But good news, we can use your exemption and pour your $2 million share into the bypass trust. Use your exemption against that trust, so then at the second spouse to pass, there will be no estate taxes, which is a great way, again, to save several $100,000 in estate taxes. And that's just on the estate tax side. Another form of a irrevocable trust would be a qualified terminal interest in property trust, a QTIP. We have delightful acronyms here in the irrevocable trust section. Another one would be the QPERT, which is a qualified personal residence trust. This is where you actually take your main residence and place it into a trust and then rent it from yourselves later on, so it's removed from your total estate, which again, if you're as a couple run into that $4 million line, it might be something serious to consider. And the great thing about the QPERTs is they were actually set up by the IRS, so we know that they're not going to be taken away anytime soon. So those are just some examples. There are a variety of irrevocable trusts that can be used. They are a little bit pricier to set up, but the savings on the backside are tremendous. So that is a wonderful option to look into and can save you several $100,000 in taxes alone. So my name is Byron Moore, and I'm here at the Moore Law Firm. My call number is 509-293-9867. Again, that's 509-293-9867. And please check out other videos here in our video library on a variety of estate planning focused topics you might find interesting or helpful.